Hey guys, and welcome back to the Tuesday stream. My name is Twitchi and we are back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. How is everybody doing out there? I hope you're having a good time. We're taking some time to load, or is it? You know, this happens sometimes. You go ahead, you go and load some stuff, and then Kerbal, out of nowhere, decides that is the time. That is the time it's going to crash the desktop with no explanation whatsoever for why it does it. That's unfortunate. Let's talk some James Webb while we're here, shall we? I was going to save this for later on, but you know, we are here. There is a lump of metal of various composites up there on its way out to a point just beyond the Earth-Moon system. If you draw a line from the sun to the Earth and go out about another 1,000,000 kilometers out that way, you will find the point where James Webb is headed towards. It's exciting times, guys. It's the next big satellite in the system, next big telescope, in the Great Observatory System. Of course, Hubble reaching the very limits of its capabilities with what we can do. Hey, Decipher, how you doing, buddy? Just had a small game crash literally as I started it up. It was great. I hit go on stream and then out of nowhere it's like, you know what? I'm going to make it really awkward for you to start your stream here. So, thanks very much. That's exactly what I wanted. So I thought we'd launch straight in with some James Webb Space Telescope talk. The antenna has deployed. Yay. It's most of its way out, of course, as we all are aware, lower parts of orbits go past faster than higher parts of orbits. So because it's in a nice elliptic orbit, James Webb has gone up through the majority of its orbit already, but it's going to take longer to do the rest. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks very much. Right, this is the point where it crashed last time. So fingers crossed. Let's see what's going on. Maybe Kerbal has died randomly during the time. Okay, great. Awesome. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing this time. I feel like we might need some monies. As you can see, 1.3. I want to upgrade this guy over here, costing me a whole 0.8 of a million. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So I thought we'd come in and do some of this. Wow, look at that. We've got some missions still going. Let's see when Drez and Eve are good. I didn't even know they were there. Oh, the surprises are bound. Let me just stop this little video stream that I've got going in the background. It's a little bit awkward when I've got like a 3-second delay video playing just down below. I'm like, oh, what's actually going on here? All right, let's have a look. I want to know where the alarm is. It's down over this way. Man, my mouse sensitivity needs to be turned up. Is that good? Does that move better? That moves better. I want to create a new alarm and I want to get a planetary transfer window. We're not going from Kerbin to Moho. Going to Eve. How long? Time until 165 days. I'll take that to begin with. And then over here we also have 2 Drez. These are 2 places that we have missions for already. At some point we'll have to try and figure out what's going on. 165 days is not too long to wait, but we're not going to do that straight away. We're going to go and have a look at these missions and see if there's anything local, something nice and closer for us to do around here. I'm not entirely certain. Oh look, you can do an investor tour again. We do also have the mission going. Let's turn back and look at this, where we need to go and grab a whole bunch of asteroids, but that might take a little bit of while to do. Monarch Station, complete all of the following. We need to put at least 1 crew in Monarch. This is going to give us a lot of money. We might very well just go ahead and do that straight away. Okay, so Monarch is by the Mun, obviously. So let's have a look and see if we've got anything else that we need to do from there. Oh look, they want us to return a sample from a comet. That's great. That's something we might do at some point. I'm not seeing much Mun stuff here. Resolution resource scan. That's not really what we're after. Spaceflight below, all of these. Maybe this is the one that we can do. Crew reports at these heights. We get ourselves another bunch of money, and it just means that we need to take enough extra Delta V to be able to perform some plane change maneuvers. I'm gonna take that. That seems great. Multi-moon flyby. I bet it wants to go to all sorts of weird places. The moon and Mun. Okay, that might be all right, but I think we're fine now. 2 tourists to visit Monarch Station. Okay, we could probably do that as well. That's a lot of money. All right, there we go. Right, now we now know what we need to do. We're gonna fly a craft around to pick up a whole bunch of stats. We need to complete all of the following: at least 1 crew in Monarch Station. So, and to go with that one crew, we need to take 2 passengers with us. This should be fine. This should be a relatively simple to do. Ooh, so a tourism mission. Hey, a tourism mission. I think we're going to start with one of those and 2 of these on the back. This is a bit awkward to be working in this BAB rather than the spaceplane hangar, so we'll come down here. Okay, that's great. I feel like we need to be able to make this craft go around and do all of the things that we need to do. I'm wondering whether we have a high efficiency engine at the moment, and I think the most efficient that we've got is probably the cheetah. If I pull this up, as I have said quite a lot recently, ISP is a measure of how efficient your engine is, and looking right here, we've got an efficiency of 155. I think that's one of the better ones in vacuum that we actually have access to. At some point, we will go around 150. That's not bad. At some point, we'll go around and unlock some of the more efficient engines. There'll be tiny ones that can do slightly better, and there's also a nuclear engine. But at the moment, it looks like that might be it. Oh, I didn't realise the Terrier was... oh, in fact, of course the Terrier is good. I thought I was looking at one of these, this little one here. 320. It's still pretty good, but it's not as good as the Cheetah. Am I just going to slap this down on the back here, and then we'll apply some fuel in other places? Maybe. Let's start by pulling that off and putting a small fuel tank down the end here. Something like this gives us a nice shape that we're looking for. We're not really doing anything other than docking. So do I have a way of docking that works? I've just noticed that we've got a little bit of trouble here. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is take away... I can't take away that cockpit because it is the root of this craft. Okay, so now that I've done that, we can take this away, put a Clampertron docking port up the front. So that's how it's going to end up docking. But now we need room for the Taurus, which is going to come down into the utilities down here. All right, great. Yeah, like that. Crew cabin. Bam. Okay, that is our central core of our craft, if you will. We can take a Kerbal and 2 Taurus. Who are we going to send? Well, Valentina's been going around and doing most of the work, so we'll send her for now and send 2 guys out. I'm wondering, actually, do we want to... I don't know if I can. I'm nearly maxed out here. Okay, we've got 4 assigned: Jebediah, Modard, Tenkow, and Sherfoot. These bottom 2 here, they are up in Part 1 module... Okay, that's not quite what I thought. These 2 here, Modard and Tenkow, they're in the mobile processing lab. Okay, that's good. They're in orbit around Kerbin. Other people, a little bit further out. But no, that I don't have space. I need to upgrade that as well at some point. This is why we are doing the money mission. So it turns out, yes, Valentina, off you go. I now need enough fuel tanks on the side to be able to make this a worthwhile mission of sending up and doing... around the Mun. I feel like we can get a couple on here. I'm wondering if I want to do this and then add little aerodynamic nose cones on here. What are they going to look like? Hey Zenith, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I chatted earlier on the server. Spin this round, spin this one round. Okay, we're going to have a craft that looks like that. I think this should be fairly good. Also need to add a whole bunch of monoprop. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put one of these pointing devices here, so that enables us to be able to spin around and do good stuff like that. Fuel tank is what I'm looking for. I'm there looking for the monoprop outlets, but that's not going to be helpful. Not going to be helpful at all. All right, this seems like a good craft to do the minimum that we need to do. Let's try and figure out if we can throw some thruster blocks around here. I'm going to change my method of symmetry and then press the wrong button repeatedly. So this guy down here, you can see that it's got like 4 segments. If I press an R button, it does it mirrored. But I wanted to have the 4 ones so that we could go all the way around. And now I've got to figure out how to do some more back here. Probably just going to be using... Oh, they're tiny, tiny blocks. Don't want to use those. Probably going to be using the mirrored mode here. And then maybe have the other... Ooh, let's zoom in weirdly like this. Have the other radial mode like that. And then hopefully that's all balanced. I mean, we could do some tests at this point. We could drain some fuel and find out what's going on. But I think this will be good enough to keep us going. Okay, that's it. That's my start craft. We've got 1.1 kilometers of delta V. Do we need any more? I don't think we do. I think we're good. I think we are good. Is there a way of making it more efficient? No, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let's switch back over now. So this is Monarch Transport. Yes, of course. I may have called it Monarch, but there we go. Monarch Transport. We're going to save that, and we're going to figure out exactly what we need to send this up with. We're going to the Mun, so let's go over to the KSpedia, because in here I have a mod that gives us a Delta V map, and that can tell us exactly how many Delta Vs I need for all of these individual maneuvers. So we're going out of the Kerbin's atmosphere. We need 3,400 for that, and then looking down this way, you can see that it's 5,000 all the way down the end, but of course I want to be able to come back as well, so it's 5,000. Let's call it 6,000. 6,500 maybe, something like that. Well, if we got the 1.1 on the end here, we can definitely make this happen. Am I going to send a big chunky rocket, or is it going to be all thin and tapered and like, you know, looking nice? I don't know. Let's go to the coupling here and decouplers. All right, cool. Just kind of working with designs as they come to my head. I don't really have too much of a plan as it goes right now. I kind of don't like the way this looks on top of the rocket, but I think I'll live with it. I will live with it. Looking for 5,500 delts. Let's call it 6 to be happy. 6 to be happy. Let's throw the mainsail underneath. So we're already up to 4, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do I want some extra drop tanks before I put a? Yes. I think we should. I might even actually come over here to my sub-assemblies. There's a 2-meter robo asparagus. Let's try that. Those are a whole bunch of words that might work out well for me. Bop. That's big. That's chunky. That might be too much. Do I care if it's too much? Got 6 times symmetry. We could drop this down to 4 and it might look a little bit less overkill. I mean, is overkill really that bad? Something like... Oh, I've just got to line this up straight. Something like that. Does that look good? We're going to have to go around and redo some of this strutting. I think that works. Let's point those into the middle. Yeah, okay. Let's redo some of these struts. Try and figure out what it is we're actually supposed to be attaching with these, and maybe lift it out of the floor. I know that sounds crazy that we wouldn't start our rocket half in the floor, but we're a crazy company here doing things that might actually lead to the longevity of our Kerbals. Why is these? Yes, you heard me. Why is this on the inside core? Struts should always be done to the outside going in, so that when changes like this happen, it remembers the number of struts that are being used. Yeah, okay, that looks better. That looks a lot better. Still got 8,500 Delta V on it, and we took away a whole bunch of tanks there, tanks and engines, and it went, actually, I was only lifting those tanks and engines. Okay. We could have done better there, but I think this is fine. So, we've got everybody on board. We have got all the things that we need. Are we just going to go straight for it here? Let's actually load the tourists, of course. But more importantly, let's see that we have got all of the... Okay, so 2 tourists. We've got that one done. Observational surveys. We have the fuel and the pointing to be able to do that. We're not doing this one. We're not doing this one at the moment. We are going to work on those, though. Is these the only 2? I thought I picked up another one. I was fairly sure I picked up another. Where's the crew base or station? This one there. Visit Monarch. There we go. These 3. I think we're good. We're just going to launch from the launch pad. Any problems? Yeah, actually, I've already identified a problem. There's no parachutes for these guys to come home. No parachutes for these guys to come home. I'm worried about that. You know, as much as we could just meet up with the other craft being a space station up there, and everything could go well. I think maybe being able to bring this home all under its own power might be a preferred option there. Unfortunately, this does mean loading screens are a go. But that's just life, you know. That's just life. Okay, so I have recently found out the wonders of the drogue parachutes. I don't think this one actually really needs it, but we will go for it anyway. Right, utilities here. I'm going to start with some radial parachutes. We did know where the center of mass was on this craft, but that's all right. That's all right. Who needs center of masses when we could just land on the engine, right? That's what's going to happen here. We've got these 2 to bring us face down. Do we need landing gear? A landing gear a thing just for when we're coming down? I don't know. I feel like we should just be able to land like this. Like this. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to make sure Monarch. I did indeed get the spelling correct. Okay, cool. That's kind of important. It's not, but it kind of is. They will die. I don't think they're going to die, my friend. I don't think they're going to die. I think we're going to be okay. I don't think we've killed anybody yet, actually. We despite best efforts, we tried to kill Jeb a couple of times, but I think mostly we've had a 0% death rate on this, which I'm all about. You know, what I'm also all about is just quickly double checking my staging here. That should be down with this lot. Okay, that's good. That's good. I think this should be fine. One of the things I meant to change, and I don't think I have, is to turn the fuel flow off of one of these so that we could use one of these upper fuel tanks to crash this robo tank. Okay, so this section in the middle has a probe core attached to it so that it can control itself after it's left the loving embrace of the pilot. But anyway, enough of that. 3, 2, 1, blast off. One of the big things that I am worried about in this playthrough at the moment is the amount of space junk that I'm leaving around. I like to keep it there. There is an option. Oh, we be wobbling. We be wobbling. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. We're not going to be fine. Look at it. Oh, it's going bad. It's going really bad. I'm going to let it just do what it wants to do, though. Oh, man. This is great. Let's close down the screen. Maybe we should have waited until daylight for this. This is probably a better way to watch these explosions. But we are backlit by the rocket plume there, so nothing major going wrong. Is this actually going to put itself back into... No. It's just going to carry on spinning out. It's an easy fix. All we need is a little bit of struttage there. But this... We're not going to space today. I'll be very surprised if we do anything other than plow into the ground at a very sharp speed. This doesn't seem to know which way it wants to turn or what it wants to do. The spacecraft has officially folded in half at this point, so there is going to be some control issues, shall we say. There are some anomalies in the navigation data. This is all fine, though. This is all fine. So what's happened here is the connection point between the top payload... the connection between the top payload and the main rocket was a little bit flimsy. So as this one was the one trying to do all the controlling... There we go. Nice. As that was the one trying to do all the controlling, it was out of line with the rocket. Things were coming back wrong. But it's really easy to fix. It's really easy to fix. Let's come down and see if we've got any spare space tape just kicking about. All right, not by the looks of it. That's not a problem though, because we can come into the struts, grab a whole bunch of these with like 4, and we're just gonna connect them to the middle like this, and then suddenly we have a rock solid rocket. Yes, indeed. I could do better, but I think that'll be fine. I think that will be fine. Make sure that all 4 have connected. Okay, we'll try this again. Try this again. Go. It could fold in half again. Well, I mean, I was going to say there's no reason why not. Actually, I've put 4 reasons down why not. But hopefully, as long as everything works out as intended this time. That's the thing, though. You can never be sure that you have covered all possibilities. You know, you can try. You can really, really try, and you can sit down and you can try and think about them all ahead of time, which is, you know, how things are supposed to be done. Or you could run simulations and see how it breaks. Okay, I think we should be fine now, Zenith. I don't think this is going to shake itself apart anymore. That was literally just the one point that was a little bit wobbly. I'm gonna tell ourselves to follow the gravity turn of this situation. So this craft kind of wants to fall over through a natural arc. I'm gonna let it do so. In fact, I might even pull down my rocket thrust here. The outside engines are giving all of this thrust. Look at this. What? Kilonewtons? Oh no, meganewtons. 1.6 meganewtons, because this number is in kilonewtons. Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot of thrust. This is multiple millions of kilos pushing upwards. That's cool. That's cool. All right, let's turn this all off. And that's from one of the engines. So there's four of those. Man, that's a lot of thrust. That's a lot of thrust. Talking of, let's have a look at the map and see how far out of the atmosphere we're going. We're not. Okay, that's fine. Let's start thrusting up against the atmosphere a little bit faster. Are we going to enter a parking orbit? I don't know. If I'm to be honest with you, I do not know. I do feel like coming to here. Maybe the spacecraft needs to come down just a little bit. Is that better? I don't know. Well, we've lost the solid. I say lost. Oh, away they go. The solid fuels were out. The solid tanks were out of fuel, so we have just discarded those, the solid boosters, and we are currently carrying on with about 1.5 G's thrust. I'm definitely going to put some lights on. Yep, there we go. And we are tipping over for our orbital insertion. Okay, great, nice. We've got an atmospheric, we've got an apoapsis, sorry, out at the top of the atmosphere at about 76 kilometers. Probably going for somewhere about 100. In fact, let's go a little bit higher. This band of stuff here, that's the 100-kilometer line. I think we're going to go up and above it. I think we're going to go for about 120. 120 seems reasonable to me. Everything sounds like it's going solid. Let's pull back here. I tell you what we didn't do. Turn this middle engine on. We changed the staging at the beginning of the last launch, and we forgot to change it back again. Okay, no big problems. 150 kilometers, great. I'm going to set up a maneuver node here. Technically, don't need to. Technically, I could just fly this into a circular orbit, but it's nice to know. Get a little bit of a marker on the nav ball. In fact, no, I was about to say maybe we could go straight to the moon, but that's not true. We can't. Let's pull this back down. I want to have a periaps and apoaps of about the same. That's done there, so that's good. I am going to press the go button until we are somewhere closer to our intended time. Maybe let's watch this sunrise kick off. Oh no, we actually have things to do before we can do that. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That said, 50 seconds until the burn is going. 50 seconds. I'm going to change my stability mode. So up until this point, I've been using the pro-grade stability mode. This makes sure that we're pointing towards this little yellow circle, which tells us kind of which way the line is pointing. If I come and have a look at our orbit, the yellow circle goes along this line. There's a lot of other different coloured markers on my nav ball that tell me different things, but it's mostly in relation to that line. And until we get into the atmosphere, and then it tries to tell me stuff in relation to the floor. Okay, we are down at 15 seconds to go. I'm really tempted just to hold on, actually, but I think not. We're just gonna tell this to go when we're going. I'm trying to pull back at this point. Can you see my controls? It turns out no, you cannot see my controls. This one, no, this one. One of these. There we go. All right, you can see my pictures all the way back. That wasn't going as amazingly as it could have. That was fine. Trying to find the right buttons when you've got the wrong screen up. It's a little embarrassing. All right, we have got big burns to do. We're going to be dropping our outer fuel tanks just before we finish our burn here. I might actually wait until, cut the throttle a little bit early to make sure these tanks end up going back into the atmosphere. Because space junk. Space junk is a big issue. It is a big issue. Not just in the real world, but in my Kerbal save as well. If I come up to here and we turn on all the space junk, there's a lot of it. There is a lot of it. So I'm gonna try and not make this problem worse. 57. That sounds good. Let's spin this up and do a drop. Has the sunrise happened yet? It's not happened yet. Okay, all of these technically could be flown back, but I don't think they have a probe core on them, so we can't control them, which is also kind of sad. Okay, just going to push our way up into a more circular. That's not what I wanted. This one. That's the map. There we go. All right, here we go. We've got apoapsis of 220, periapsis of 150. That's good. I'll take that. I will take that. Sunrise. Been waiting for it. There it is. There it is. Let's try and watch these bits of debris go into the atmosphere, because if we don't, they'll just get unloaded, and then stuff will not drop the way it's supposed to. We'll have like atmospheric conditions that do weird things. And I'm not about weird things. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I'm all about weird things. But let's try and not let too many weird things happen to my save file, shall we? Too many things happen to the save file, and then before you know it, unable to load the game because you get like 4 frames per second. And I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Okay, so we are entering the atmosphere. That's entering the atmosphere. This one's entering the atmosphere. I like the way that we are kind of on a straight line relative to the surface here. Are these also? No, these are above the atmosphere. Are they going to go? Are they going to deorbit and do what they need to do? I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we'll just kind of keep an eye on these and see what happens. I'm going to go up to ×4 though, because 70 kilometers. It's a long way for stuff to fall down, especially when you're trying desperately to slow down from orbital velocity. We're going like 2.5 kilometers per second. Like that's. We see a number here. We go, oh yeah, that's a very big number. But no, 2.5 kilometers every second. It's a lot. It's really fast. It's really fast. No wonder you can get round the planet in short order. Okay, is this guy gonna come back at me? You're approaching me? I think he is. Look at this. The number is going smaller all the time. I don't think we're gonna hit each other. But it's interesting. So he's in a slight, or she, who knows? How do we gender a rocket booster tank, eh? But this guy is coming into the atmosphere because he's a little bit lower down. I'm guessing a little bit lower down is causing more drag and thus being pushed backwards a little bit more. These two up here, less lag, being thrown through faster. Okay, that's good. That's good. Are we going back out to space? That's the question I really want to know. We're past Periapt, so that's not ideal. If to be honest, not ideal. We're going to go around again. Looks like we might. Maybe this is far too aerodynamic of a shape. Maybe the apoapsis is still outside of the atmosphere there. Not ideal, but. Our periaps is also going down. Periapsi, also going down. How do you know that it's time to wash things on your desk? Because it starts sticking to your cup. That's how. Okay, we're coming back out of the atmosphere. As soon as we come out the other side, I'm going to be able to time accelerate up a little bit faster. We'll go around for another pass. If it doesn't ground itself on the next one, we'll go do something else. And of course, this is all just waiting for the moon to get into a better position. I suppose, actually, what we could have done is, during our orbit here, gone and checked our other craft. Oh, look, we've got some more debris up there. And made sure that it was falling down. It was on its path, on the correct route. So many little bits of debris. And we've been separated out from the other piece of debris over there, so I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to be able to deorbit all of them. In fact, it's almost certain that we're not going to deorbit all of them. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, let's turn the debris off. We will come out of the atmosphere on the other side, and we will... No, that's Boney M. This guy over here. Logi Science Craft? No. This needs deorbiting. This one over here is an exploded craft. It's got some troubles. There's no engine. There's no fuel tank. It's just a cockpit. Maybe a heat shield on there. I can't guarantee that though. Bob, a couple of episodes ago, went off to Minmus or the Mun, one or the other. I think it might have been Minmus. Came back with some science, and whilst we were making maneuvers to attach ourselves to the space station, I kind of looked the wrong way at the wrong time, and we slammed into the space station at incredibly fast rates, and ended up blowing up the craft, but not the space station. Which we got to be thankful for small things, right? And that was the thing I was thankful for right there. Okay, this atmospheric pass is going to be the last one where we're watching this, because you know what, we can do this at some other point. That's definitely... Maybe this will be how we end the stream, watching these guys deorbit. I could have used some of my deorbiting craft out there. You see this Boney M relay. They are tiny little craft that have got a claw on the front of them for going around and snatching these guys up, giving them just enough push to put them into the atmosphere, and then the tiny craft reorbit, put themselves back up to the right orbit, whilst these deorbit themselves back into the atmosphere. If we're particularly lucky, will set up a collision course, but I don't think that's going to happen. The chances of hitting these tiny things are like these craft are, even this is only like a couple of 100 meters long, an order of kilometers, hundreds, thousands of kilometers of space here. The chances of actually being able to hit things are quite small. Quite small. Look at that. Even the second orbit that we've got is not destined for the orbit. Okay, that confirms it. We are definitely going to be leaving this guy to do its thing until the end of the stream, when we are going to which other things do you orbit. Unfortunately, I can't switch over here whilst we're in the atmosphere. We got to wait for this line to, well, we got to wait until we come out of the red zone. That's probably the best way to describe it. The whole time that we're in the red zone, we are experiencing drag. I think that's what it's trying to communicate to me there. The trajectories odd. Could very well be. Could very well be. Looking back at our information here, you know what? It's getting close. We came all the way down from 120 to 106 kilometer apoapsis there, but no. We will go through. I'm a little bit worried about the red light being shown on my timing device up here. That normally indicates that my computer is struggling, and I know that we're going 4 times the speed, but wow, I've a pretty beefy PC. Right, where have we got you? That pretends to be a plane. You're not a plane. Oh, we need to change the type of craft that this is. What type of craft is this? There's a whole bunch of presets that we can use. Let's come in here and go, hey, can we rename the vessel? It could be a ship. We're going to leave it on ship as default for now, but it's not a lander, it's not a station, it's not a probe, it's not a rover, it's not base, it's not debris, it's not plane, relay, or science. Okay, so it's a ship. It's got to be a ship. It's transporting people from one place to another. Why is this like that? What are you even trying to make me do? Where's that going? That's not what I want to do. Stop that. Okay, that's obviously from the last maneuver that we did, is try to do it all over again for us. I mean, that's it's nice that it would make the offer, but that's not what we're after. I want to set the moon as my target, and I've managed to focus my view on it, which is not what I wanted to do. Pressing tab to go through all of the different options of camera focus there. Oh, look at this. We are making a minimal delta V transfer here. This could mean that we're facing the wrong way when we're going around the moon. As you can see, we're coming in here and leaving that way, so we're going thuswards, anti-clockwise from my point of view. And where are we trying to go? Here. This is where we're trying. Can I set this as my target now? Set as target. Okay, cool. Which way are you going? Looking at the pixels, I think it's going the same way. That's exit, right? We come in here, go out that way, and this guy's going. Okay, all right. I think we're fine. Maybe when I add this maneuver, it will tell me that I'm crazy and that things are not going well. Ooh. Oh no, that only works if we go through the surface of the moon. That's not what I'm after. Could have been good, was not. Oh, it looks like actually we're just going to have trouble all around. Okay, so if I just go for that grazing pass, more importantly, it's a single number. It's not 180 degrees. All right, beautiful. We'll take that. If it was 180 degree, what I'm looking for, encounter angle, and obviously I'd be looking the wrong way. I'd need to turn around, but that's fine. That's fine. It's a thing we can do. I'm wondering whether I want to try and get the secondary mission. We've got a secondary mission here. So our primary mission is to deliver the people, but we've also got this take a crew report. Oh, we be flopping again. We be flopping again. It's not the biggest problem, thankfully, but we will definitely turn this off for a second. Just let it calm down. Calm down there. Right, let's go to the burn time. Let's go to the burn time. Coming up towards us. 7 minutes. 7 minutes until the burn time. A 35-second burn. That should be fine and dandy. We're looking at the moon. That's why I can't tell what's going on. Let's go back to Kerbal. Okay, I like to perform most of my maneuvers in this point of view. This one kind of looks a little bit more impressive. Oh, look at that, especially with the moon just over the corner there. But from the maneuvering point of view, I can see what's going on with my blue trajectory from this point of view. I'm probably actually going to do a combination of both. Let's watch it from here, and then when things are going well, we will go ahead and change to the other view so we can see how finely we can get that final one going down. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so far so good. My contracts have changed for some reason. I'm not sure why that screen suddenly did a different, but I'm just going to carry on pointing in this direction and going. I'm not sure exactly how far we're going to be going on this screen. One thing that also does annoy me was why doesn't this stay at 0? It knew what thrust we had here on the engine. It knew how much we could put out. I'm going to press the map button. We're gonna look at this. Yeah, make sure I'm pressing the right button when it comes up. It's X to finish and X. Nice. Okay, there's a little overzealous, just the smallest amount, but that could have meant that actually what's happened is this is met up better. Yeah, kind of, but not. Let's move this over to the periaps, the most efficient place to change our height here. No, we can't. We still can't meet. Though this time we're on the other side of the orbit, not being able to meet. So I suppose that's fine. But better things could be going on, but this is fine. Let's try and make these two meet up on the next orbit, like that. I'll take this one. I'll take this one. That looks good to me. We don't really have much to do other than just to wait this out. Let's press that. Let's make sure that our tourists are still having a good time. If I could aim my camera at them. Boom, there we go. All right, great. You guys having fun? Oh, there's a guy and a girl, but yeah, none of them look to be super smiley. None of them look to be super smiley, but at the same time, oh, yep, no, suddenly good times are being had. But at the same time, they're not panicking. A lack of panic is good, right? Lack of panic is good. Aim the camera up at Valentina here. How is she doing? Good times? Good times. All right, cool. Let's go to the moon. Whoosh. Like that, we are gone. I do not have any solar panels on here. Yes, I do. They're down there. Okay, but not on this top craft. Okay, that's unfortunate. That is definitely unfortunate, but we'll do something about that. Okay, reset the camera. Unfortunately, the only thing we can do about that is like later on when we get back to Kerbin, we can reapply some solar panels to the design. Try and turn around. We've got 30 seconds to turn around and make our burn. Somewhere down there, circling around that grey ball, we have an actual space station that we need to go to. We're gonna deliver some peoples. The shakes. All the shakes. But then after that, we need to try and figure out how we can pass through these orbits at the right altitudes, below 7 kilometers. Oh, below 10.3. So basically, I want my periapsis to come over here. Below 8. Yeah. Hopefully we'll have the right inclination, I suppose is the word. Anyway, I've talked for too long and we've missed our maneuver. Let's go. Yeah, hopefully we'll have the right angle to come in at. Okay, and stop. A little bit more. That's good enough. Let's see how this one is set up. Suddenly there's vibration on my desk. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's see what this is doing. We're not quite as precise as we were last time. That's unfortunate. Can I move this to the other side of the encounter so I can try and get these meeting up? Okay, I feel like now... So do you guys see that there is a gap between this blue line and this green line? The green line is the target that we're headed for. The blue line is us. I want to just try and pull this down to meet it like that. And we might even need to do some more finessing to make this work better. But until then, we'll just... Can I get this ascending node over to there? I want to bring all of these 4 together somehow. Okay, maybe not like that. These 3, sorry. Oh, I've just noticed that we've got another intersection up here, though, that we work with. We'll just take the 4 kilometer one. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just do that. What could possibly go wrong? So we're just going to slow down. Basically, we're already pointed at the slow down direction. So let's drop down. Where am I? Here I am. This is going to take a while. We are going to take a little while to drop. We've already been going for a day and 5 hours. Reminder that the Kerbal day is only 6 hours long. So there we go. 2 days already spent. We'll come down towards our maneuver. Okay, I think I'm just going to turn that off, the maneuver node off, and we're going to do it by eye. I've been playing this game for a while now. I can get an intersection done by eye, hopefully. There's plenty of ways for this to go wrong, but we're just going to give it a go. Just going to give it a go. I'm waiting till I go past the orange marker. That's when suddenly this guy will flip to a new position. Any moment now. Whoop, there we go. All right, so I'm going to now make my burn. Oh, it goes nuts to begin with, but as we get closer and closer to the correct solution, it slows down. Am I going to stop at this one, or are we going to see if we can go for another one? I think I'm going to stop this one. It's all right, miss. I was also late, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. How are you doing? How are things going? How are things going? Well, I hope. Okay. So we are in the middle of making a delivery of Kerbals to a space station. Look at that. That's all. Because we need money. Honestly, we need the money. Once we've made that delivery, we need to try and fly by all of these guys. Maybe we can come up this way. Wait for the planet to spin underneath us. That might be the track. These are low passes, below 10 kilometers. All of them are below 10 kilometers, and there are some mountains on the moon. I've got words. Some mountains on the moon that will come up over 10 kilometers. So you got to be a little bit careful. I'm assuming that none of these are below that. So we'll see. Yeah, let's go around above the actual mountain. I did one day, once upon a time, and in a fairy tale, used to know which ones of the mountains were tall enough. I can't remember anymore. Okay, we pointed in roughly the right direction. As long as we pointed roughly in the right direction, I am willing to accelerate my craft through time. Just going to come up to here and bring all these nodes together. That's what I'm here for, is to bring these things together. A minute to go, though. Ah, yes, liquids. Been out for about an hour. This is good. We're going to be able to get this mission done. 40 seconds is a long time when you just sat here waiting, though. Let's try and accelerate this up. Well, we were at 5 times, so less than 10 seconds to wait. All right, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm killing this node. 2, 1, go. Too far. But we've got a much better encounter there. That's good. So I'm going to warp to this periapse. I'm going to switch to target mode. I'm going to come in to this view, and we're going to try and match up here. Okay, this is actually going really well. This is going really well. We could still slam giant rocket into space station. There's no guarantee that I'm not going to make that happen. I was kind of expecting us to have dropped this lower rocket at some point by now. Ooh, look at it wobble. Look at it wobble. And maybe flown it around on its own. Hey Cubic, how you doing? But we're gonna use this here. We're gonna use this. We're currently making a tourism and crew delivery to Monarch Station. Before we need to try and get some crew reports by flying low over the surface. I really want this fuel tank, so we're gonna end up trying to dock with this, even though there's no RCS on it. We'll figure it out. I do have RCS on the craft at the front here, but yeah, we'll go nice and slow. I don't even know if I've got a proper docking port for these guys to dock to. Oh man, we might have problems. I should have looked at this space station. Ah, no explosive payloads, thankfully. No explosive payload. I may have just realized that we might have a problem. I don't know if I've got a full-size docking port on the station. We'll have to figure it out. I'm going to go to locked mode so that my camera matches my spaceship's orientation, and we'll just see if we can fly at the space station and be chill. Maybe we will actually end up dropping this larger fuel tank. I could definitely see that happening. Oh, I went inside when all I wanted to do was stop my thrust. Drifting slowly. Real question of how close do I want to get before I start changing over to RCS and such forth. I don't know exactly. I don't know. I kind of wish we had like the dogfighting camera. I'm fairly sure there's a way of doing that, so it looks at both my ship and the target. But I can't remember exactly how to do it. We can definitely do it with the camera tools over here. That gets a little bit. Drifting in nice and slow. Nice and... Oh no. Okay, so because of the persistent rotation bug, I can't believe this bug still exists. I'm going to have to check it out. Whenever I am target mode and I ask it to point retrograde and then try and time accelerate, it points me towards where the retrograde is for the orbit, which is awkward. Shall we say awkward? How about if I physics accelerate? Okay, that's better. Keeps me pointed in the right direction, thankfully. 400 meters to go. Kilometers. I mean, you know, we are traveling. We are zooming. Super worried about this though. Super worried. Let's drift a little bit closer. I don't know how close to drift before I'm like, okay, that's it. I really should actually. In fact, let's do that now. I should look at this craft. Okay, it's got a proper docking port. That's good. That's good. All right, we can do good things here. We can do good things here. Let's swap back. Swap back. Where's my target? Dude. Where's my target? Okay, it's down there. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm wondering whether I'm just going to drift past because I seem to be pointed in roughly the right direction to drift past and then come back at it. Yeah. Is there a way of changing this? Of course there is a way of changing this. Let's just change to stability assist, and I'm going to turn on my RCS and... I wonder why my RCS isn't firing. Why is this not working? How? Arrest enabled. Got some fuel. There are way actuation toggles. That's no good. These are all on. Can't see the fuel flow. Is there a fuel priority? Why not? Why can't I use them? Okay, that works. Okay. So we can go forwards or backwards, but we can't use any of the directions despite the fact that I've got them in all 4 directions here. Situation toggles. They're all on. Okay, I honestly have no idea what's going on with that, which is a shame. I should know. Okay, well I guess we're going to be doing this ever so slightly differently. Do you know how I was saying we're going to drift past it? We're still drifting past it. I want to be able to deselect it. I want to select that docking port right at the end there. That guy right there. Let me grab it. Maybe we'll come out this way instead. Hello. Problem, can we go with this one instead? Okay, set that as target, And then, so the thing I was trying to select the target of was already too close to my other target, which annoying, but I suppose that's the thing. Okay, locked camera mode. Good. Let's try and drop this thrust limiter all the way down. The mainsail is not really a navigation aid. It has to be said. Not really for the navigations. Let's turn my RCS off. Not really helping at this point, is it? Okay. Slowly pushing my target marker so we're drifting directly away. And then at some point, I'm going to turn that direct way drift, okay, into a directly at drift. 0.5 meters a second. Such speeds. Such speeds. I'm hoping that we could just do this in a very, very calm, controlled manner. That's totally what I'm about all the time. Calm and controlled, yes. Is that good enough? I feel like that's good enough. Let's swap over here. Let's control from here. Let's look down because he's there somewhere. Plan Patron, set his target, and now we just need to... Can this not turn? This got no turn to it. I really would like you to turn. Okay. It's going to be a little awkward when it comes to trying to do this. Yeah, just a little awkward. Just a little awkward. I really don't want to drop this huge fuel tank, but I might have to. Let's set that as target instead. Am I going to be able to just swing at it? Okay. Okay, RCS off. Oh, I feel like this is going to go bad. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Yeah, I'm mostly having a great day today, thanks. Not been terribly productive, but, you know, it's going well. It's going well. We're going to try and turn around and look at this and see if we can't just headbutt it. That'd be very nice if we could just kind of turn around, look at it, and go, yes, that's what we want. We are currently involved in 3 separate missions, or 3 separate contracts. We need to deliver the 2 tourists to the space station. We need to deliver a member of crew to the space station. Then we need to make some low passes for a part of the moon. Should also not be a problem. Fortunately, we are trying to dock the big thing to the little thing. That's never really the way to go about it. Very intrigued to know how this is. Okay, about here. If I could just point at it, I'll use my RCS to go forwards a bit. And maybe we can let the magnets do their work. Okay, stop. That's quite the noise. About it. We're not drifting at it, unfortunately. Yes, like this. Oh, magnets, do your work. I'm going to press T here so everything can not point in the one direction. And hopefully, yeah, here we go. It's happening. I want to swap over here. Go T, slow down. There we go. Big connection. Woohoo! Right, hopefully this now means 4 hours. 4 hours. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's fine. Does it not count as me being on there? Why? You know what? Let's transfer some people. Transfer crew. Valentina. I didn't want to EVA her. Lol. Let's get back on board. Hey, Corvus. Oh, man. There's been some time. How you doing? I'm currently trying to figure out why some of our contracts have not ticked over here. Oh, there we go. That one's good. That we've got one. The countdown has started. Man, 4 hours. Okay, what are we going to do in 4? I know what we're going to do in 4 hours. We're going to set an alarm. I'm going to create a custom alarm. Time manual. Crew countdown. Okay. Oh, that was all sorts of jank. Let's try that again. Crew countdown. Okay, great. And we want to send this to 04 hours. Okay, manual times. Who knew that they would actually be useful? Whilst that is counting down, I assume I don't need to be like actively watching it, right? That's not a thing I need to do. You're on a plane, dude. How are you on plane? Got yourself some awesome Wi-Fi's there. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, somewhere I want to be looking at Monarch Transport. Is this the one? Has this got a periapps down low? You know what? I'm going to do something that I don't do very often. I am going to have like a drink, like an alcoholic beverage. Oh, yeah. It's Christmas after all. There's only so ill I can get. Okay, so round here, the periapps are doing well. 57. This is not the one we were watching last time, is it? No, but, you know, that's fine. This is from the craft that I have just launched, so it makes sense that we should try and recover its debris now. Oh, look at this. We are going into the atmosphere, like, full sideways. I'm all about it. Unfortunately, the... what's the word I'm looking for here? The tailplane here is going to point it in a more aerodynamic manner, and that's not what I'm about when I'm trying to deorbit. But that's fine. Apoaps of 150. This guy, we've not even watched this guy once. Okay, I'm going to come down. We're going to go to the maneuver node display. No, it's not going to tell. So one of these very much tells me some orbital information. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I don't. But most of this is just locked out. I think that's because we do not have a probe core on the go right now, which is a big shame because I would like to be able to watch my orbital details here. Like it's all good watching them from the outside like this, but it's not as cool, right? It's not as cool as being able to sit here, watch it like this. I suppose now that I'm on a big screen again, I could hit the Kerbal engineer, go, hey, can you show those? Beautiful, because now what we've got is Apoap's height up at the top on the left here. Hey, Super Gary Gamer, how are you doing? You come as we are just waiting 4 hours for... Let's have a look down here. 4 hours for this timer to run down. We have delivered some tourists to the Monarch station, and now they need to say that, yes, they've had a great time. The fact that we're not inside the vessel when the time is counting down, I don't know whether that counts or not. But after we have done that, we then get to go and do some low flying over the face of the Mun, trying to get the craft that we've got to do all of these before returning back. So that should be cool. So in this 4 hours, I thought we would watch some debris deorbit, because that's what else do you do for fun in a space program? That's a serious question, actually. What else do you do? Gravy with a shot of red wine is marvelous. Oh, my friend Mark, you are preaching to the converted right there. Yeah, I am all about it. Me and Misaligned went out to I think it was a Portuguese restaurant. Anyway, it was a tiny little restaurant tucked away down the back of Cardiff somewhere. And they did, it wasn't red wine, it was port, but you know, it's in the same family. A port sauce over a steak. Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, one of the best meals I've had this year. What's everybody's best meal they've had this year? I think that was probably one of the high contenders. I'm sure Miss will tell me if I've forgotten any of them. that we've gone out and had some good robust meals recently. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's pop round again. Each time that we do a full orbit, we are spending about 40 minutes of our 4 hours. So yeah, we can get these deorbited. We can get these. Yeah, I mean, I've had some good meals, but at the same time, I have been a bit devoid of meals as well. Gone out to some good restaurants, but there's not been any good solid home cooking because obviously I've been sharing a kitchen with a bunch of students. That makes it a bit awkward. Especially when I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to cook some potatoes in there. It'll be about an hour and a half. They're like, oh, I just want to cook my ready meal in 10 minutes in the mic in there. Like, sorry. Okay, next deorbit. Hopefully this will be the one that brings the Apple apps here down below 70, and then we could just watch this smash into the floor. If we've not done all the time by then, which we won't have, we will not have done all the time by then. We will go around and try and get some of the larger bits with some of the small deorbiting craft that I have scattered around. I've got little craft with a claw on the front and an oversized engine for the fuel tank that they've got, that they go around and drain all the fuel out of these stages and use it to try and deorbit fuel tanks themselves. I think it's a great way of doing things. Small unmanned craft are definitely built for that, I think. 90 kilometers down. Oh, we passed our Apple apps. Ooh, my Peri apps, sorry. As you can see, the time, every now and then, just hold steady. Whilst we're more and more off of the central node here. Look at that, it's going up. It's going up. We are not going back to space this orbit. We are crashing down. We are definitely crashing down. Yeah, it's trajectories agrees. At some point, my computer's going to have a little bit of a fit as it tries to simulate this many passes through the atmosphere. It happens sometimes. I definitely get it sometimes where my computer's just like, you know what? No. The orbit confirmed. It's happening. It's happening. The real question, where are we going to crash? How much is going to be recoverable? That is not good. Maybe like some of the tail fins are going to be recoverable. I should really be adding, what is it? The blue giant parachute on top of this thing. I still don't think it would be enough to bring this guy back safely, but we could make this recoverable. We could definitely make this recoverable in the future. Hopefully, I will remember to do. Just pull a Roscosmos using an anti-satellite missile and make it someone else's problem. I would have to do that in the path of the space station that I have a vested interest in as well. Okay, we are proper deorbit right now. Periaps has come down below the surface of the planet. The sun is saying goodbye. We've still got stuff in the middle of the ocean over there. We might have to go and find out what that's about. But I think we're about to come down on the Badlands. I don't see anything that I recognize here. No, indeed, we are on the complete other side of the planet. Though this seems to be quite a traditional landing spot. There are pieces everywhere. Don't worry, the vested interest didn't stop them. Okay. Do you make sure to bring a screwdriver? Yep. The anti-scrap craft will eventually become scrap themselves, but hopefully they will have taken out so much scrap that they're kind of like scrap neutral or scrap positive. You know, like scrap negative, scrap negative. Are we gonna go meet that little bit of debris over there? I think we might be going to see that other bit of debris. That'd be cool. I can hear the atmosphere whistling. It's screaming. It is screaming. And we're about to slam. We didn't have any leftover parts. That's interesting. Can I double click that? Wait. I kind of wanted to get rid of the thing on the surface of Kerbal. Whatever. We'll just go and deorbit some stuff. That's fine. We can leave stuff on the surface. We'll have a cleanup crew go around at some point. I am going to just grab. Wow. Look at all that. Landed at Kerbal. Wait, what? Look at this. Let's go have a look at it. Wait, the Poles craft. We shouldn't be here. This Poles craft should only have been launched in simulation. I feel at some point I didn't revert a craft. Oh well, no biggie. Does mean there's a lot of lot of debris on the floor though. I should have just recovered it from the thing. Look at this. Look at this. So this is what I was working on last time. What I really want to do is drop a craft. All right, let's have a look on. I think it's the section of the ice cap that we just can't see over that way. I want to be able to go from the tundra to the ice poles, and then launch a bunch of stuff. Okay, well let's recover that. Let's see what we got. Try to build a trebuchet. I have built many trebuchet, Super Gary Gamer. Many. I've gravity fed trebuchet, rocket powered trebuchet. Yeah, I've things that spin up and throw themselves apart. Oh yeah. I do agree. It is something to do. Suborbital trajectories. Let's not worry about those. This landed at Kerbin. Let's recover all these. Is the time still ticking on? Time is still ticking on. So technically, we're doing a good thing by doing this. I wonder, man, how many of these are there? I was supposed to be bringing the number of debris down. Well, I mean, I'm less than 100 now. I'm less than 100. That's good, right? That's progress. I just double-clicked. Oh my gosh, I double-clicked it. It's trying to load me in there. Oh, I didn't want this. I didn't personally ask for it. Not on purpose. Accidents happen, my friends. Accidents happen. And if you're a fan of accidents, don't forget, if you hit the thumbs up button, it really helps the channel out. I don't know. Does it help the channel out? I feel like it helps the channel out. Let's recover that vessel. It makes me feel good. Should we go with that? It makes me feel good. Hey, look at that. I do enjoy watching the numbers spike whenever I mention it. And I understand why people don't enjoy me mentioning it. I really do, because it feels like I've kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Obliged you to say it, to do it. But you know, it's like selling out, right? No one really cares about selling out when you're actually making. All right, let's carry on with this recovery. There's got to be a better way of doing this. There's got to be a better way of doing this. Off a stream. That's the better way of doing this. We'll come back to this. This is definitely something we will come back to. So if we go out to one of the small deorbiting craft, more likes equals more views. It's true. It's true. Right, I don't want to hang around in this one, if I'm to be honest with you. I do want to try and deorbit that guy, though. Does that have a deorbiting presence? So this is the thing I've been watching. 62. Oh, no wonder. So this is the flower forest, flying flower debris. It was a fun craft that we made that splayed itself out. Grab stuff. Switch to this. Let's see if I can't grab it. Let's see if I can't grab it. So here is one of my specialist craft. This is a small collection device. It's got a claw up the front. This sticks into bits of debris. It's got some solar panels that I try and make sure are always pointed at the sun. It's got an antenna and a very small amount of fuel. That's fine, because most of what we're trying to go get has a load of fuel in it. Set that as target. Can we? Yes, we can make a small intercept here. Turns out we need to go slower. That's not great, because if we go too slow, we can end up with our periaps over here. Oh, it's not. That's good. I was worried that we were going to end up with our periaps inside the atmosphere, but no. We're going to try and bring down that flower forest debris. No, not flower. Flying flower debris. Oh, too many FF words in my life. Spent a lot of time inside a flower forest on Minecraft recently. I don't know if you could tell. Okay, we're gonna try and position our pointing vector first, and then figure out where our solar panels are. Are these even getting some sunlight? They are getting some sunlight. Okay, we've got 40 seconds until our burn. Let's rip it down a little bit further. 30 seconds, 28, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7. We're going to try and do this by the numbers. 5, 4, 3. Is my engine even on? 2, 1. No, it wasn't. Go. Okay, something like that. That should give me a nice close encounter. That is a terrible encounter. What is this? I was looking top down, wasn't I? We do better than 24. 22. About there. That's about the best. Okay, where is our ascending or descending nodes? Okay, I'm going to use this one, the descending node up here, to try and bring our orbits into line because it is the higher up, literally altitude above the atmosphere, and that means we'll be going slower, so the cost to change plane is less. Words. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I'll take a 0 degrees about there. Separation of 6 kilometers. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Let's once again point ourselves, make sure we're still sucking in that sunlight. Love it. Craft looks like a Frankfurter. Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, especially when I disarm this and it's just a small little one. Yeah, no, I totally get it. I totally get it. Where's my maneuver note back here? I want to bring these more into line. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Once you're down to less than a degree, it's a pretty close encounter anyway. Okay, hopefully, I remember to change the tag on this guy here, so it hibernates auto in warp. Oh, okay. Thankfully, not too much power gets used. But if you're worried that your craft is going to be outside of the sunlight for far too long and you need to tell it to chill and not burn power, this hibernating warp, I will show it. I'll show what it does right now. You can see that up our readout here, we're using 0.03 powers. If I turn the hibernation off, we're not using any power anymore. The hibernation on, sorry. We're not using any power. And that's basically what it does. Isn't it great? It actually has been the difference between me making a mission or failing a mission many times in the past. Like most of the time, it's me failing the mission because I've run out of power on the wrong side of the planet. That has happened quite often. Okay, I'm just going to do this by the numbers. Let's do it. Full throttle go. Full throttle go. It's drifting a little bit, but I don't mind. That looks good. Let's see what our actual encounter is back here. Why is it so bad? Why? Let's try slowing down first, see where that goes. Oh, wait. We'll look at the other side. That's why. Low. Okay, I might need to turn this around and go back the other way. Yeah, I do. Okay, 2.7 kilometer separation. This is intense. This is intense. How are we doing on that countdown? I've got to get rid of that Dres mission at some point. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours to go. That's fine. That's fine. Should totally have made sure that we're still pointing at the sun. I don't know that I can point at the sun from here. Like this. Is that getting some sun flow? It's getting some sun flow. Okay. What about you? Yeah, the flux is high. The flux is high. Okay, I'm gonna. Is it this one? Wait, where am I trying to encounter? This is where I'm trying to encounter. I'm gonna tell this to. I can click on an empty bit of the orbital lane here. We're going to warp around there. Every time I tried to click somewhere, I was clicking a piece of debris or something. This is why we need to tidy this place up. Okay, so far so good. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, that's our target over there. And our solar panels are on the wrong side of the craft. Okay, that's fine. Surface. Target, I want to point the retrograde if possible. Thank you. Now I'm going to do the classic rendezvous maneuver that I do to try and bring the rendezvous closer together. Of course, this is how I ended up slamming a space station and a spacecraft together a couple of weeks ago. But I think we're doing all right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We've got 4 kilometers to cross, though. 4 kilometers to cross. But we will have a 0.0 kilometer intercept in our future. This could be bad, but I think that'll be fine. 0.0. I wonder if I'll ever get a NAN. That's not a number. NAN. I've managed to do it through cheats before, where I was just like, "Oh, I'm traveling this fast. Let's take it away." That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best. It broke a lot of the game, it turns out. Okay, 40, 30. How slow can I go? That's good. Where is it? There it is. It's spinning. That's not ideal, if I'm to be honest. Let's arm that up. Point toward... No, not away. Towards... Yeah, that's kind of not great. Let's reset camera. Is it going to let me, like, target the center of mass? 12 meters per second. Here we go. Missed it. And managed to just hit a solar panel. That's great. Oh, that's so what I needed. Spinning craft. They're awkward. Okay, we've got a 0-0 again. Which way am I going though? I'm looking at it. Okay. Looking at it. Let's aim at this. I don't know how I can aim at other things. I want to aim at the fuel tank. So the problem there was I was aiming at the decoupler and managed to overshoot it. I'd also like to know whether these fuel tanks have any actual fuel in. Be handy to know. Handy to know. This guy is going to have to be deorbited, I think. That loss of the solar panel is actually quite a problem. Okay, we've come to a stop. Look at our target. Big swings, big swings. Is this going to be good enough? I want to feel like it is, but who even knows? Glancing blow. Glancing blow. Now everything's broken. All right, this is definitely coming back with us. Man, we're only going to have so long to do this now. Let's... Locked. Okay. Try again if we can. This could go very wrong today. I think it might. All right, let's just attach. Let's just attach. Okay, we got it. We got it. We actually got it. All right, brilliant. Does this have any fuel left in it at all? No. Does this? Does this? Okay, no big problem. Is there a way of saying which direction I want it to point? So if I point normal, and then we lock the camera to the direction of this craft, okay, this way up, right? I should be able to spin around down that engine. Okay, I've shut down all the engines. Does this have crossfeed? Doesn't. I've actually got to control it from here. All right, that's fine. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. We're gonna try to deorbit this guy. Where are we right now? We're actually closer to periaps than apoaps. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Are we about to enter the atmosphere? All right. Future generations of the craft would benefit greatly from RCS. Good shout, Corvus. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. In fact, when we come down, we'll. Now, do I? Oh, that's nice. Do I burn whilst we're in the atmosphere to try and bring down our apoaps quicker? Or do I save the fuel until we are at the apoaps to bring down the periaps more? I'm already convinced that's the way to do it, actually. I need to hibernate this guy. We're going to run out of fuel and we don't run out of power and we don't need that. We'll just let it drift whilst we go through the atmosphere. We're gonna wait until we're on the apoap side before we spend 138 delta V. Yeah, normally I leave a little bit of fuel in the tank, but it turns out today there are no fuels anywhere. So that's fine. That's fine. We do seem to be picking up some spin speed. Let's change our camera view. See what that's doing. Going well. Going well. Okay, let's. I'm already at full speed. I could do with a little bit faster, you know. So we are now on our way up. As you can see, we're past our time to periapse, but more importantly, our vertical speed is in the positive. There's some more junk that we just left on the surface. This is why I need to take care of these things, because there's just so much junk around. Just so much junk. Would have been nice if we could have come in and grabbed it like on this patch here down at the bottom. Then we could have just pointed like as an entire rocket. I recently learned what a hash map was. So much nicer to use than looping through a list. Yes, I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. Like a hash map is like a dictionary. Yeah, you know what? I couldn't. I've encountered hash maps before, but I couldn't tell you. All right, we are out of the atmosphere on the other side. That means I'm going to come up here. Oh, we do have a predicted crash. Okay, but we're just going to walk around here anyway, and I'm just going to slow us down as much as I can on this side of the orbit. Shame to lose this little craft way we have, but that's life. Okay, we are turning around. We are going to be pointing in our retrograde, and then hopefully this guy can just kind of hold control enough. Okay, this might end up just slowly building more and more speed as we get closer and closer to pointing in the right direction, and I just continue thrusting. I mean, we're already below 50 meters, 50 kilometers, so that's good. And only slowly burning through all our fuel. How fast do you reckon I can get this spinning before we end up crashing? Quite a lot, I think. Quite a lot. It's like you can link data to the hash of another piece of data, so if you know the name of someone, the hash points exactly to their age. Okay, yeah. This is going to take a while to burn through all my fuel like this. Maybe we did want to use the big engine. That would have burnt through almost instantly. Okay, can I free the pivot? I mean, I'm burning a lot of electric charge like this. Might have to just go until we're burnt through. I mean, the joy is when I'm burning the engine, we are making electricity. Going from normal to anti-normal with the engine burn. So whilst my angle of inclination is going up and down quite a bit, we are, with every burn, removing some more speed from Perret. In fact, that's very good. I'm just going to let that go like that. Just going to let it go like that. Somehow we had infinite power to just stop the craft, though. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, the spin is interesting. Whether it's going to shake itself apart before we actually come down for a crash is another thing. This is part of the mission that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. But everything should be coming down nicely now. I do not believe we have the forwards momentum. Oh, so close to hitting the KSC. Hey Cyber Otaku, how are you doing? Happy holidays to you. I managed to avoid saying that all stream, but there we go. I got it out. We managed to break this small recovery craft that we had here. It did used to have a bunch of solar panels and a antenna upon it. Unfortunately, whilst trying to dock to this wildly spinning piece of debris that we had, I may have slightly gone overzealously and slammed the side of my craft against this and lost all the important life supports. Well, we didn't hit the KSC, unfortunately. Would have been nice to have taken my my VAB out, you know. Cannot turn it to turn back. Oh, we're out of electric. That's why. That's a shame. I totally would have set this up spinning because this is nowhere near the center of mass. So, are we going to have any survivors? Chances are low. I suspect maybe the nose cone. But really, no. I think we're going to be hitting fast enough that there's not going to be any survivors. Okay, we are down to less than a kilometre off the surface of the water. Boo! Ah, so much stuff has exploded today. It's been great fun. It's been great fun. All right, take me back to the tracking station. Let's go back to our mission. We'll just watch them for the next hour or so. And then we'll bring them back because we got some exacting flights to be done. Oh, got a hiccups all of a sudden. That's not great. Okay, hide all of those. We've gone from 105 to 94, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, we cannot see our mission objective over here, but you there, gimme. No, not allowed to click it. All right, fair enough. Uneark. Oh, loading screens. Won't you give me your secrets? Okay, how are we doing on this mission here? We'll get rid of that one. We've got an hour and a half to wait. We've already done... No, not the Space Casino. And not this one. Where is the delay? Oh, because it's disappeared because we've already done it. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. I can... It's a mirror if they increased, like, the surface detail on the moon. Mild shock. Mild shock. With an hour and a half, I'm really tempted just to. We've got a personal alarm somewhere, right? That alarm should be going in about 40 minutes. So if we just go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're done. We've got it. We just need to recover them now. Well, I say we just need to recover, delete and close. We have got a little bit of stuff to do. I'm not a Christmas person. It's nice to get paid and not to work. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing that bit. Definitely hearing that bit. Okay, let's try it like this. I'm going to add a maneuver. We're going to periaps our way. Periaps, lol. We're going to fly our way up like this. This is going to be awkward. So I want to fly nice and low, but also don't want to fly so low that I end up destroying my craft. Okay. To get Apple apps up, then use these to move. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Radial in and radial out to move these guys where I want them to be. And then if I can periaps... Oh, 3 kilometers. Oh, that sounds like it might be a problem. Okay, for this one, what are we... 7.8. Okay, so that's about 8 kilometers. We need to get a little bit lower than that. Okay, there's a 7 kilometer periaps at what appears to be the right spot. People agree that this could indeed be correct. Okay, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this. Gonna go to work tomorrow for double time. We'll take about 3 hours to get the work done, dude. Nice. I am going to disconnect this guy here. We're gonna go. Yeah, as we've done this, let's dock. I don't want to be the space station. Thank you. We want to be. Oh, why didn't I get the maneuver node? How do I copy the maneuver node from this space station? Look at this. I want to get this maneuver node. I can't copy it. That's real bad. That's real bad. Okay. I mean, it's not real bad, but it's bad enough, you know. I'd already set out all my details, and now I need to do it again for this craft. It wasn't the easiest thing I'd done in the world either. Okay, turn it up. Variaps round. Bar. And how did I do that a second ago? How did this work? Not too long. Can you please not? Maneuver 1. Okay, is there a way of deleting it from it? This is not the maneuver I want. Oh, the game's trolling me. It's not letting me do what I want to do. It's like, oh, you want to delete this? Here, let me give you an option to set an alarm for it. It's like, oh! Yahoo deplaning because of technical difficulties. How fun. Oh, no. Oh, you're deplaning? That's, I could definitely see some problems with that particular piece of news there. Doing all right, mate. Deplaning doesn't sound like fun at all. Well, that's almost a lie. I bet there's some fun to be had there. Not great fun, but I bet there is fun to be had. How did I get this set up so well last time? And now I'm just like, oh, push the buttons. .75. Okay, this is a bit better. We're nearly there now. Nearly there. We just got to figure out how to lower our orbit down enough. Keep it in roughly the right spot. 7.3. We'll go for 6. 6 kilometers sounds nice and low, right? That sounds like we might hit a mountain or two on the way. Pull this up a bit. Nope. Game doesn't agree with my decision to be in the correct latitude. That's a shame. Here somewhere. The right direction is here somewhere. Something like this. Okay, this best be good. This best be good. I'm going to do a quick save because this would be a terrible point to just lose everything. I mean, pretty classic place to just lose everything, but it would be a terrible place to do. I didn't want that periaps alarm, thanks though. We're pretty much done with the alarm clock for now, so let's turn that off. Let's try and settle down on top of that maneuver node over there. We got 9 minutes to do it. Ah, the spin is horrific. Okay, so far, as long as we land this, we're at least 500,000 up. If we can do this, we're going to be like 0.6 million up. So that's good. Try and do that. Okay, 9 minutes to burn. Just gonna watch the space station drift horrifically close to us. Okay, we've got a minute to go. Nice. There's more ground texture here. Have I put a mod in that does that? I don't remember. I cannot remember. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. The problem with these maneuver nodes waiting for a minute is it's actually quite a long time to wait. It's good to give us a nice buffer, but I could do with like a 10-second wait. But that's only when everything's already lined up well. Of course. Wait. I'm gonna change this to 50%. See what happens here. And that has changed the burn time. Okay, that's fine. I turned down my main sail to aid me in docking. So that's good, right? That's good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh man, I hope this goes out well. It looks like it will do, actually. Looks like it will be fine. 3.2 kilometers might be a little low. Let's go radial out. Do a quick save. All else fails, I will boost us up as we need to. But I don't think we're going to hit the floor. I mean, we could do. But we'll see. I need to be ready with the crew report. And the power consumption is somehow through the roof. Just say radial out and then time accelerate. What happens? Got electric charge coming in. Not orbit. Oh, maybe orbit is what I want. All right, we're just gonna wait and see how it goes. We could very well be smashing into the floor here. Oh, there's Kerbal. Hey, how's it going? Okay, I've asked it to warp there. Let's see what happens. Ooh, we are spinning as we warp in. Suppose we've had worse. I'm going to ask this point of view here, this sub menu I'm going to go with to keep looking over in this direction. Have we got to where we need to go? Look at the electric charge die there. Let's turn that off. We'll just let it swing around. We'll just let it swing. This is not where I asked to warp to. I wanted to warp to here. They're like, no, you're too low. We're not going to let you do that. Okay, fair enough. We could still have an impact, to be fair, and then we're going to be reloading. But I think this is going okay. I think this is going fine. Just waiting for the notification that tells us we're in the right area. I mean, I suppose coming down less than 3 kilometers. Okay, let's do a physics accelerate. Altitude versus the terrain is we're only a kilometer up. We're only a kilometer. In fact, that number's getting real low. Let me change this, and you can see what the real radar reading is below us here. I mean, we might hit the floor. We really might hit the floor. We're still going down. Still going down. Okay, I think we're good. I think we've just gone over the top of a crater of some description here. You're entering Landlin's escape. This is what we want. Can I get a crew report, please? Boom! Okay, we've done one part of our mission. If I pull that away, but there it is. Bam! All right, we've got it. I've gone and saved it, but there's no way that I'm gonna bring all of these back. Okay, the next thing we need to do. If I had the fuel, I'd just be like, all right, burn up that way. But I don't think I do. So what we're gonna do instead is somewhere like here. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add a maneuver. We're gonna burn upwards. How low do we have to be there? 8 kilometers. And that's a 7-kilometer periapt. So as long as we can get our periapsis in the same place as it needs to be again, should be fine. Of course, much easier said than done. I mean, at this point, do I want to bring my Apple apps down? Gives me a little bit of breathing room, right? Little bit of breathing room. Okay, that's fine. Because now I can just be approaching this a bit more. Oh, is that it? Is that it? Or we got 2 kilometers. That might even be a little bit too excessive. 2 kilometers is yeah. Go with 3. 3 seems a little less suicidal, you know. I mean, then again, I am definitely not going to be doing this without a quick save. So 3.3. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Can I get myself pointed in that direction? Are we back on the sunlit side? We are not back on the sunlit side. Not yet. Getting there. It's getting there. Aha, we've got a serious electric charge issue now. Okay, that's fun, right? That's fun. Does that mean I've got nothing to push back against anymore? Okay, that's fine, I suppose. We still can't go up any higher in our orbit. We've got to go all the way around here until we can even so much as see a... Yeah, no, we actually can't. Okay, well, we'll do ×4. This might actually take a little bit longer than I originally anticipated because it takes us a while to get around the moon. It turns out if you're like a kilometer or less, you can't time accelerate, which is just that's painful. That's painful. How else am I supposed to? What is my Apple apps? Can I? 13 kilometers. That's fine. Ooh, look at that. Intersect with the floor there. This might have to come up a little bit more. It's intersection with the floor, otherwise known as crashing. Let's try to not let that happen. I don't think I've made it work. What is this? How have I done this? We'll just cancel that. We'll come back at it. What I should have done actually is burn upwards. Or figured out how to come in over this angle. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What, here? Add a maneuver. Can I get all of those at once? Not putting too much money on it, but I reckon I can. Somehow, somewhere. Something like this. Oh, that's pretty close. Fortunately, I can only go up there. That's a little annoying. So close, so close. I can't quite angle from this orbit to get both. I guess we're just going to get the one. 7.7 at an 8 kilometer drop. I will take that. We're still going ×4. Low, low, low. Things shuddering around and I'm not sure why. Okay, that's fine. Something like this, and then we go. Okay, this maneuver should hopefully take me up and over and just grazing that. I am, of course, watching the moon swing round and actually wondering about whether I've got this in the right spot. We kind of want to round a bit. Apart from moving it round, goes in the wrong direction. Okay, I guess that's it. 7.7. Let's see if we can't make it happen. 40 seconds away. Let's go forwards a little bit in time. 10, 9, okay. 6, 5, 4. I'm gonna go. Okay, Trouble's bringing it up in time. Is that good? 4 kilometers might not be great. So we'll take a 7 and no impacts. This is good. I do enjoy not hitting stuff. A little bit worried that by the time we get here, we're going to have to push that up and bring it round. Thing like so. 7.3. Sounds good. Bring it up more. Probably a lot more, but let's go with that. That's probably what our correction maneuver is gonna have to be. Because the planet spins, yo. The planet spins. The moon a planet. We call it a planet. Or am I getting too close to the surface again? Is it like actually this is a bit dangerous. I'm not sure if we can let you go at full speed. And honestly, does it matter whether I'm going full speed or slowly? An impact is an impact. Three minutes to go at 10 times speed is a little bit dangerous, a little bit painful. Now, the periaps literally asks for itself to be lower than 8 kilometers. And it's like, oh, you can't accelerate that much when you're just periaps is lower than 8 kilometers. You asked for it. Why would you do this to me? Looking good. 10-second burn. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh. I'll take that. What's my periaps here? 6. Let's try and radle it out. Bring that periaps up a little bit. We only need to be below 8. Fairly sure we could do better than that. Okay, 7.2. I'll take that, I suppose. I will take that. Okay, so now we need to try and warp our way. I mean, is it going to let me warp to here? Is that something I can press? Is it actually going to allow it to happen? Or at what point is it going to be like, nah, you're too close to the floor. Let that happen. We're still 5 kilometers off the floor, actually. This is pretty good. We've got an electric charge drain. That's not amazing. That could be better. Really need to get rid of this altimetry and bioscan dreads. Maybe at some point we'll figure out a better way of sending a craft to Dres. What are you doing? We're entering the Pride. We are in the Pride crew report. Overwrite that crew report. Okay, here we go. It's only one though. Crew report in space whilst near the Mun, not over a biome. So I could just bring this back and it will be good. Okay, that's good. We'll reset that one for now because we got other things to do. Where's the good line to come over and meet these? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line these two up on my map and then kind of draw a great circle back to here somewhere and hope that's good. No? No, we got to go a lot further around the circle. Can we look down on top of it? Does that help? About there, maybe? Okay, is my periaps less than 10 there? 8? 9, sorry. We've got to be below 9.2, and that's 9.02. Okay. Of course, the real question, do we hit both of them? I come around further like this. Up more. I don't know, man. I mean, this is pretty good lineage. I'm just trying to figure out how to actually cross its path at the right spot. Thing like this, and 8 kilometers sounds good. All right, so something like that. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Oh, still so low. Still so low. Got such a small little burn to make. Well, it looks like I'll be trying to bring this entire craft back under its own propulsive power. We did put a whole bunch of not solar panels, of batteries and stuff on this craft. Just doesn't look like we're going to need it. Just doesn't look like we're going to need it. Okay, we've got 13 minutes to swing round, but again, at the lowly acceleration of 10 times, it takes a little while. It takes a little while. Of course, once we get down to a minute to go, we then have to swing up. One of the few times that I am happy that it's given me a full minute to sort my trajectories out. Trying to see what's going on with this particular encounter here. I guess we're going to be fine-tuning it as we get closer. That's pretty much the only way we can deal with this. I'm fairly sure we could go faster. Let's slow this down and go. No, that really is it. You don't even want to need to auto time warp cancel. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, I guess I'll be taking direct control here. It didn't give me a minute. Let's see what went wrong there. 16 seconds to try and point myself in the right direction. It shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem, but it does mean that I am going to be trying to scream in there at the last couple of seconds. Not too bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Perfect timing. Perfect. Let's see what orbit we've got here. Honestly, don't know whether that's going to be low enough. Do a quick maneuver that should hopefully swing this around there without changing the dynamics of the altitudes too much. 9.6. Okay, maybe it does. Something like that, maybe? Something like that? We'll give it a go. We will give it a go. I mean, what is the worst that could happen? Retrograde. I'm even tempted to start just kind of rolling it in. Yeah, like that. Hopefully, we're going to go right in between these two. Okay, I'm going to make another quick save, and then I'm just going to tell it to warp here. As fast as you can, please. As fast as you can. Which is probably not all that fast, because once again, very, very low. Maybe we can do it manually easier. Nope, can't do more than ×10 with the height we're at. Okay. Why do you cancel the auto warp when you said that? Is this now auto warping? Who knows? Time warping / to cancel. Yeah, I'm guessing that if it says press / to cancel, then there is something to be cancelled, which must be the auto warp, right? We can hope. We can hope. We've got about 4 minutes at the time acceleration that we've got going here, which is a time. If I'm to be honest with you, this was not part of the mission that I was expecting to see. What we actually should have done, is had a super low periaps here. And a high apoaps. Plane, train, or boat? I mean, I am very fond of all of those, but I think I'm probably more fond of planes because there's like hundreds of tons of metal just hanging up there, you know? Boats are cool, but like boats are proper Neolithic technology. It's not like the best we've ever had, right? I don't know whether we're going to get close enough to that. I'm a little bit worried that we're actually going to zip past this. I'm going to turn on the navigation to say, hey, I really wanted to go there, and see if it will just let me. See if it will just be like, you know what, yeah, because you wanted to so much, we will give you a little brief rundown, and you can go there. If not, we're just going to have to try and do it again. I might even burn all the fuel just to stop, turn around, and grab it. Like I've probably got the fuel for that. 1.6 kilometers, probably good enough. Okay, just waiting for any words to come up here now, basically. Entering the zone. Okay, crew report. Okay, got that one. And then just about to enter this zone. Okay, crew report. Overwrite. This is the last one we're going to be getting. Wasn't quite right, was it? Oh, that was right. Oh, poop. Let me grab that again. Crew report. Okay, we got it. Right, we're going home, guys. We're going home. Had enough now. In fact, right from here, we're prograde, go. Orbit prograde. Gonna be ending a little bit off kilter, but that's fine. That's fine. We can just wait until we just get outside the moon sphere of influence, like that. Beautiful. And then from here, I'm gonna add a maneuver and slow us down a lot. How much is a lot? Well, maybe we'll come back in one burn. 20, well, 20 might be a little bit low. Go 36 kilometers. That sounds great, right? All right, watch the moon disappear. Or not. Watch the moon disappear. Okay, that's good. Okay, press the time warp button, see what happens. Hopefully, we will be just leave it. I love the way it's looking at it. Oh, that's great. That is. We actually need to be looking the other way, though. There we go. Beautiful. Turned around just like that. Instant. Okay, we are leaving the moon sphere of influence. At some point, there will be a dramatic shift in my craft's orientation. That's great. That's great. And it will tell us that we're putting in the right direction. Am I going to be using... You know, there's no need to use that. Am I going to be using these informations up here? I think I will. My periaps height is not going to change that much until it gets down to much, much, much lower. 3,000, 2,000, 1,000 kilometers, down to the hundreds of kilometers now. I think I want to bring us down to about 40. 60 is good, but I want to bring us down to about 40. All right, great. There's only one way this could go wrong now. It's going to blow up. What is this one? Oh, that's my second orbit. Okay. Do I bring this down to a not coming back orbit? Okay. I'm going to quick save this because you know that chances are I'm just going to explode, right? We will we'll try and do this in one pass, but I'm worried. I'm worried. In fact, is that the Kerbal Space Center just over there? Is the Kerbal Space Center just over there? I am going to focus on Kerbin. Yeah. Where do I want to turn? North, not south. I want to turn... I was right. The other way. Let's stop the engine. Nah, we're good. We're good. All the way around here. Just all the way around here. Are we in the atmosphere yet? Yes. That's fine. I want to turn this up as well. Oh, well, we lost the fuel tank. I think I'm all right with this. We'll just see where we end up now. There's the KSC over there. Actually, I'm just going to do some of these. Does this guy have any... No. I was going to see if he had any parachutes. Okay, so these guys do have parachutes. Are they going to just be safe? can I, like, take control here? Oh, no, because I didn't turn the fuel tank off. I'm sure I turned one of these fuel tanks off for use. You guys saw me do that, right? Okay, maybe not then. We'll stay with these. We'll stay with these. We've got some tourists coming home. We've got a whole bunch of material, of observational surveys coming home. We've lost an engine. Sure, I'll be fine. Oh no! We're losing fuel tanks! Oh no! Are we good? Are we... Oh. There are other things exploding over there. I think we're going to be fine. The explosions are rife, but I think we're fine. We'll try and grab some drag. I've only got... Oh, man. I've only got 2 parachutes to try and bring these guys home on, though. 2 parachutes. Have you ever tried an RP0 and RP1 KSP campaign? No, I've not. What's RP0, RP1? What is that, my friend? What is that? Let's see if we can't fly this. I think we're going to try and fly this. RCS, go. We can swing round. We can pull up. Well, the parachutes are gone, so maybe we won't be doing that then. Oh, I thought these ones had exploded. I thought they were on the bottom. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. There is no problems here. Yeah, no, there's no problems. I was a little bit worried that maybe we wouldn't be coming down. That we'd be coming down too fast for these to deploy, but actually they're doing good. Even if I do the RCS open and then try and like thrust forwards, see how we're trying to. A bit weird which ones they're pushing out of here, but that's fine. Slowing down. Okay, we're good. There's no problems at all here. Well, I mean, I suppose the problem that we've got is we're still 700 meters above the surface, but falling down at 5 meters per second. That's 100 seconds. So yeah, no, I've never tried an RP0 and RP1 KSP campaign. I'm interested to know what they are, actually. Very interested to know. I know what like an RSS, real scale one would be. Just, I'm assuming it's a different scaling, but who knows? But I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time where we're going to reap the benefits of all these contracts we have finished. As soon as it loads up, I'll show you what we've done here. We've managed to grab ourselves a bit of science, which is very nice. But more importantly, we've got ourselves a whole bunch of monies. The monies are what we need here. The monies were what we were aiming for. Oh, look at that. We've actually pushed ourselves up to 1.9. Yeah, we're at 1.3 at the beginning of this. We cannot afford any of the science, but we do have the ability to upgrade our VAB. Boom! Infinite parts. But with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next time where we're going to go around and do a whole bunch of other stuff. Maybe go and grab another asteroid. But I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye!